Sri Lanka is going through its next phase of recovery, moving into the rebuilding process. There is a lot of compassion and support from everyone involved in the process. We can see the request that we are getting to get involved and support the recovery and rebuilding efforts of the country. We are really grateful. Just to share, there is a offer that has come from the Customs House Agents Traders Association to get involved in the process of clearing of goods that Sri Lanka is receiving from the donor agencies, donors from overseas, to get them cleared in an expeditious manner to ensure they reach the recipients, the people who are in need, at the earliest possible. So those goods will be cleared and handed over to Disaster Management Center, who will coordinate the necessary facilities to arrange them to be sent to the people in need. Similarly, it is at the next stage of the recovery process. The initial phase is slowly coming to an end in terms of rescue, whereas now effort is getting into the rebuilding side of it, clearing side of it, and establishing the initial connections, so the vehicles can start moving between the areas that were cut off due to challenges and due to the destruction that was created through landslides, etc. Similarly, the cleaning up exercise, the removal of debris, a lot of facilitation from the government mechanism. Many agencies who are coordinating and engaging in the process has deployed a lot of resources to ensure those connections will be provided at the earliest, so people can get engaged with their livelihood and day-to-day activities at the earliest possible. In the requests that we made earlier and the facilities that we made for people who are Sri Lankans who are living overseas to contribute and take part in the rebuilding process, rescue efforts, etc., bank details through the Bank of Ceylon as well as the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, certain details were provided. This is to share some updates on the funds that we have received so far through the Bank of Ceylon account that was provided. Over 635 million rupees have been received within the last few days. This is through the contribution of more than 30,470 different deposits and contributors in the process. Similarly, through the central bank, there were certain accounts that we shared. Over 61 million Sri Lankan rupees have been received into those accounts. So collectively, more than 476,000 rupees have been received into those accounts, and the details of contributors are from various countries. Nearly 33 countries, Sri Lankans, well-wishers, corporations, individuals have donated these funds. For example, highest amount that has been recorded so far has been received from France, followed by Canada, and again from USA, similarly Italy and Korea. Many other countries are in the process, or Sri Lankans and well-wishers and supporters and donors are sending. We can see several thousands of dollars is being received into those accounts as well. We are really appreciative of those efforts, individual efforts as well as collective efforts to support Sri Lanka's rebuilding journey. Similarly, there are efforts through the international organizations, multilateral organizations who are supporting in the rebuilding exercise. We indicated earlier, the World Bank has initiated the process and the government has worked with them to assign the rapid post-destruction damage estimation process to be started, and it is already in progress, and we are expecting the details within about 2 weeks time period, which will enable government and the other agencies to work with more information at hand. Data is imperative that we receive this data and information at the earliest. So we are coordinating with these agencies, both the Ministry of Finance, Disaster Management Center, and many other line agencies who are involved in the process, particularly the task force that is coordinating some of these initiatives headed by the Director General of Customs. These efforts are underway to understand the dynamics and understand the extent of damage and ensure the relief is provided rapidly as early as possible to the recipients and people in need. The government mechanism is getting ready for the next process in terms of rebuilding, clearing up of roads, facilitation the connection between the bridges that were destroyed, clearing up of schools, hospitals and other government institutions and facilities, allowing for citizens to go back from the camps where they are staying at the moment, temporary shelters that they are staying at the moment. We are appreciative of the support extended by the government agencies once again to restore the electricity supply, provide the water connections and necessary other infrastructure facilities wherever possible, including the businesses who are engaging in the process to provide the telecommunication connections, allowing people to be connected and move on with their lives as early as possible. We will continue to provide similar updates as we move on as well, and the engagement, the state mechanism as I mentioned earlier, and the other agencies, both government and non-government and individuals, corporates have come forward, citizens at their individual capacities have come forward to assist in the efforts coordinated by the government. That is very important. In addition to the scattered effort, there is coordinated effort and a mechanism put forward by the government to facilitate the rebuilding and provision of relief to people. That coordination mechanism is allowing the government to reach out to the people in need as early as possible. We will provide more updates as we move forward.